Distinguished guests, the International Insurance Symposium 2025 is about to begin in a few minutes from now. And for those who are in the meeting room right now, for those who are here right now, I'd like to invite you to scan the QR code displayed on the screen right now so that you can please help us do the evaluation form to provide your suggestions, recommendations, and reflections about the event organizations that we have today so that OIC can take your inputs to improve and also to pass forward the kind words to the organizer team. Please scan the QR code displayed on the screen right now and please provide your comments on the organization of this event. Thank you for your evaluation, and we're about to begin our afternoon session soon.
สวัสดีครับขอเสียงปรบมือ
So good afternoon. Please give a big round of applause from everyone in the room, please. So now it's already been the last half day of our International Insurance Symposium 2025, and you are here with me, Lek Monchakiti Graiwan, and I think that in the afternoon we will have a lot of fun and we are familiar faces because there would be a presentation on the award-winning presentation from OIC in the InsurTech Award, and also the students from Super Advanced Insurance Program and Advanced Insurance Program students, and we will start our afternoon session with the presentation of the winner from the OIC InsurTech Award project, which is the project that compete about the innovation, and it is held by CIT to improve and create innovation network and to push forward and create setups. And we have fintech, insurtech, and we want to support the creation of insurtech. And so CIT and OIC wants to promote that as well. And so there will be students who present their work that would be beneficial for insurance companies. And this is held annually from April to August. And there would be two categories. The first one is the team for the students. And the other teams are those who are just the general public who are already adults. And so the first team is students and the general public in the other team. And then we will see their efforts and the awards that they have gotten, and we'll hear about their presentations and their academic works, and we will hear from the winner team and also the second in place as well. And so there will be four teams and each team has 10 minutes. And yes, there's a pressure in terms of time, and the first team is ready already. And so they use gamification and making things into games and apply it in the insurance process. And how can we gamify this, and what is the process that they do? And so please give a big hand to InsureLot, the automobile insurance awareness platform. So this is Rush to Rich team. Please give a big hand to them. Good afternoon. So we are InsureLot from Rush to Rich team. And we are the winner of the OIC InsurTech Award 2025 in the category of students under the theme of innovation under the insurance resiliency. And I'm Chanok Nan Damrong Supakit. I'm the fourth year of business and management in Silapakon University. And hi, I'm Piyatha Sonroy, the third year student from KMITL. And also I'm the student from Thun Tongla from Tipayat Prakan Pai Insurance Company. And so let's start why we have this InsureLot. And so last year, the year 2024, there were deaths from road accidents of more than 14,000, and we have more than 800,000 injuries, and the number is increasing, not decreasing. And every hour there are two people who pass away because of this. And so we dig down into the problem. And that is the driving behavior. And the cause of the accident, 69% of their driving behavior is riding with carelessness. And so the InsureLot was born. So it's insurance plus lottery, basically. So this is the platform that increased the awareness of car insurance through gamification. Why is it going to be lottery? Because we have studied two success cases. The first one is the lottery in the receipts in Taiwan. So they were using this because they need to have people comply with the tax regulations, and it increased the compliance by 75%. And so if the consumers can win lottery, they want the receipts. And AMAP, the second one, is the navigation map application in China. It's number one application. And so there are many features in this application. The interface is very simple and the traffic details are very accurate. And this application is the evidence that show you that if the application is well designed, it can actually impact the behavior of the consumer. And with all these, we get inspired and we want to present the concepts where we can allow the drivers in Thailand to drive more safely, and we can have the incentive that is measurable. And so two main functions in our application. The first one is called driver telematics, which is the system to monitor the driving behavior, and we have challenges for the drivers to assess their speed, and if they drive well, their score will be increased and vice versa. And so apart from that, we will also compare with the community standard. For example, if they ride on the same road or if they ride with the same makes and model of the car. So with AMAP technology that I talked about, that is an application in China, we see that it is possible and there is stability with the new model of car, and we can use this and can see a clear result because AMAP is the GPS system that can actually look into the lane level mapping. You will know which lane the car is driving, and it's more and more stable, and so we can see whether the user is driving on the right, the most right lane, or in the most left lane. And if they are staying in the most right lane for too long, then they shouldn't get the high score. And second, AI personalized education. This is a short module that educate about how to drive safely and also about motor insurance through the database, which we got it from the Land Transport Department as well as the OIC. And so they would have to learn about this, pass the test, and come and review, and then they will get points. And the user, they would have to learn and also drive safely. They will get points, and these points will be able to redeem it as the lottery. And so this private lottery that we have, we can provide the price of around 100,000 baht, and it gives out every 2 months. And so if they don't like lottery, they can actually get some other benefit, for example, discount in gasoline and discount in the insurance premium. And so this is a B2B business model. So we will get tiered pricing from the insurance company and also commission as well, and we will get affiliate from award partners where our user use their discounts. And so the benefit of the stakeholders, so I have to say that the insurance company would benefit because they would reduce the loss rate, and then they will get the driving data to adjust the premium. And also OIC will have the tool to create awareness. And lastly, the award partners will get brand engagement, and they can actually enhance road safety. And the potential impact is that we compare with the benchmark in the market and global benchmark. So within 12 months after launching the insurance, and then we think that the loss rate will be decreased by 10%, and then we'll have an increase of 20% in terms of more awareness of the user, and 40% of the user will be taking the insurance test every 6 months, because the more that they do, they would get more points, and then they can convert it into lottery tickets. And so that's our solution. So this Inshalot is very easy to learn, and we can drive in a very fun manner and safe manner as well. Thank you so much. So give a big hand to Inshalot. It is the winner team winning the first prize under the student category. And so let me invite the executive from the OIC who will provide the token of award for our winning team, Dr. Nirat Saptavitam, the Assistant Secretary General of the Advanced Insurance Program.
ขอเสียงปรบมือ
Please give it up for the first team in Charlotte. Thank you so much, the executive from the OIC once again. And so now we're hearing from the second team under the category of students. And this team, the name is AI Insurance Companion. So how is that going to be companion or our company for, the AI in the insurance industry? So please give it up for InsureMate team.
สวัสดีครับ
So good afternoon. We are from InsureMate, and I'm Wisanupong Golakun. I'm from Sawalit Vidyakun, 12th grade, and I'm Khwan Nathai Wongyala from Sarab Vityakom. I'm in 12th grade. Hi.
ทุกท่านได้ฟังของรุ่นพี่
From Saraburi. And so you have heard from our senior students, and so let me share with you my direct experience. And so here's the front of our school, Saraburi Vityakom. So first off, let me get back to June this year. We saw OIC InsurTech Award 2025 being communicated, and they did PR about this. And so we wanted to join this competition. And so we just thought about it, and I'll tell you about it later after this. And so when we had an idea, we had to separate our work. And so I was doing the tech work, and Kwan was doing tackling pain point and impact. And so this is our first version. So I will show you. And then we have to record a clip, and we recorded in a karaoke room. And you may wonder why we did that. During that time, we didn't have anything at all. And so on the 7th of July, they announced the first 80 teams that win, right? And we are one of them in the 80 team finalists. And so on 19th of July, we went to this Center of InsurTech in Vipawadi Road. And then we got really good advice. And the advice that we got was that we have to think about how we can adjust our work and make it work for everyone, which I'm going to elaborate later. And then we wanted to upgrade our slide. And then, so in the last 25 teams that got in, we were also in one of those 25 teams. And then we had to go to intensive boot camp, which is 2 days, 1 night of a boot camp. And the lecturer that will give us advice is here, and then here, this is the environment that we had, atmosphere that we had. And so you can scan this to see how it is. And I don't see anyone scanning. Okay. And then on the pitching day, we pitch this presentation here, and we have 4 committees, and there were committees that are really nice, to be honest. And then we were on the stage, and we wanted to show our prototype, but how can we do that? It's too far. So we jumped off the stage so that we can show everyone. And in the end, I was really shocked. And we went to the round where there was 5 teams left, so the 5 finalist teams. And so when we got into that 5 finalist round, we just thought about what we have to do. And this is the final pitching atmosphere. If you remember, the hall is as big as this room. And then it was live on Facebook as well. I was really excited, and I'm still excited today. And lastly, we got the second place winner, and we got 70,000 baht in reward. And lastly, these 3 minions got the badge. And thank you. So I'm going to take you to this award-winning work that we did. And so first of all, I would like to introduce you to Jija. And Jija wants to buy insurance because she has more income now. And so she started to research, and she decided to buy an insurance. And after she bought it, 1 year after, she started to forget what she bought or what kind of policy that she has. And so she picked up her policy and read it, but regardless of how much she reads, she doesn't understand the content in there because it's in legal terms and the conditions is complicated. And so she decided not to keep researching and reading, and so she moved forward with her life. And one day she got into an accident, and then after she got into an accident, she went to the hospital and she paid for her medical bills, and then she remembered that she had an insurance, but then that insurance was not able to pay back to her, and then she got hurt, and then she was really frustrated. And this is not just the problem for Jija alone. There are more than 3 million Thai people who bought their insurance, but they're not able to exercise their right fully because they do not understand the conditions in the policy. And what about you? Have you experienced this kind of problem? All right. Kun Kwan has already talked about the problems, and I'm going to introduce my application. So in our application, it's Insure Mate, your buddy in insurance. And so what do you mean by buddy? You may wonder, right? I'm going to tell you. So Insure Mate is divided into 4 features. The first one is Insure Match, AI recommendation system. This would analyze your personal information, your occupation, your age, your income, and lifestyle to actually choose the best plan for you. And so now I don't have to read my plan anymore. I have this feature to help me. And then after reading, and how can you understand about this policy, right? So because it's written in a hard language, so there is a policy simplifier that actually translates complicated language in a layman term. So it's kind of like this translation Jelly by Doraemon. And the last one is Insure Chat, Insurance Copilot. So this feature is kind of like your buddy who can actually answer all the questions that you have from basic information, conditions of the policy, and claim process. And for example, if I have an accident, I want to get a claim, but I don't want to read the policy, and then I can ask the chatbot asking what do I have to do to get the claims, and then they will show you the steps. And then lastly, this is going to be a central platform for insurance that will allow everyone to understand insurance and can claim more easily. Thank you so much. So this is the prototype that we have. You can scan the prototype. And for today, these 3 minions that have traveled so far away would like to thank you all for listening. Thank you so much. Please give it up for this InsureMate team. But I have one question. So why is the third person not coming up on the stage? Please give a big hand to the third person in the team as well. You have worked together, so you have to be present together. So you are high school students, so I don't want to ask when you were born, but you know Doraemon, and I believe everyone knows about it. So let me ask Dr. Nirat, the executive from the OIC, from the Advanced Insurance Institute, to present the token of award for the team.
ยินดีด้วยนะครับ
Congratulations, and that was InsureMate. A big round of applause for our team.
นี่คือเก่งมาก
They are outstanding, isn't it? And they are just high school students. Now, switching gear from the student category to the general public. And the winning team in general public economy who believes in the telematic sensors, where it can help you connect with the emergency response team as well as your relatives. The team is Sphere Auto Insurance Telematics Platform Team. Hello, I am Natabut, and I am the founder of Sphere. So let me share with you a quick background about myself. My background, I am graduated from KMITL Computer Science Department. I am working in AI for Business Analytics in master degree at KMITU at the moment. Sphere Telematics is... Just one moment, please.
โอเคเรามาเริ่มที่แบ็กกราวด์
Now let's start with the background. Based on the Thai road accident fatalities is average at about 14 to 15,000 deaths every year, and Thailand is among the highest road accident fatalities in the world. Based on the statistics, 9,600 was based on last month, the 26th of last month, but today we have hit 13,000 deaths, and by the end of this week, we believe that the number will go up to 12,000, and for the last 7 days of this year, it can reach 14 to 15,000 deaths like any other year. So what can we do? Sphere is automatic crash notification. We are a crash notification system. It is a physical hardware product which will be plugged into your car. We also offer numbers of features, including accelerometers and high G impact sensor. We have a combination of sensor who will work as the crash notification engine. We also have AI and machine learning system embedded in the system that allows you to communicate with the device through Bluetooth and LTE and mobile phone networks. It solved this problem. How can we reduce the death from the accident? And this is the first keyword that we have, time to response. Let's have a look at the sequence in the next diagram. This is the response diagram for the emergency unit or the responder unit. Whenever an accident occurs, starting from the left-hand side,
จำเป็นต้อง
when there's an incident, we normally have to wait for the witness to see the incident. If you are in the city area, there shouldn't be any problem, somebody's got a call. But if you are in somewhere a bit further away, let's say, I just came back from Ayutthaya province just last 2 months, it was so dark, nobody could see. And if I fell away from the road area, maybe 2 a.m. in the morning, and I was unconscious, nobody could report that, and nobody could have seen me. And then it will take some time for the witness to connect with the emergency number like 1669 before they send the detail to the dispatchers, before they can verify the locations and the conditions and how the situation is like. For example, it will take some more time from the call center to connect with the rescue unit before the rescue unit is being dispatched and provide the first aid. The flow in the red brackets are the flow that we want to work with, because if your accident happened in somewhere nobody could see, nobody can call the response team or the emergency unit. This is the updated flow. Once you have installed our equipment, we can detect the crash, and the system can connect with the dispatchers like the emergency number, and they can verify the severity of the crash based on the data as well as the location from the sensors and GPS, and then the rescue team can be dispatched and approach the location automatically. That's for the user experience. You can just plug it in on your car, and then once there's a crash, the SOS notification will submit it to the 1669 rescue team, and then it will notify your relatives through the notification system as well. So the user features, besides of the crash notification system, we also have, we want the user features to be more attractive so we can get more adoption. And that includes auto accident alert that I mentioned in the previous page. We also have the advanced anti-theft features. So if somebody moves your car as your car is still parking, maybe anywhere like outside or in your home, if somebody moves your car, you will get the GPS location tracking, and it will send the alerts to your mobile phone through the notification system. For geofence, we can actually create a virtual line or the geofence in the GPS system. If let's say my dad is driving away from this area, let's say driving away from Bangkok 1 or 2 in the morning, it will give me the notification so I can keep track of his location, for example. Now, regarding vehicle health, because it is a plug-in device, besides of the accident notification, it can help you as an assistant. It can provide you with some feedback. Let's say the engine oil, the battery is depleting, and the engine code can be translated and notified to you through the notification. And you can continue to contact with maybe the garage or the call center, so you know what's happening with your car, and then you can file a report and you can repair it. In terms of lifestyle and management, we also have the parking memory to help you memorize, because sometimes the parking space can be big. It's like an air tag. It can guide you back to your car wherever you park, and it can also collect your trip history as well as your driving behavior. It knows if you drive fast or you drive slow. It has an average speed. For example, how long do you drive in each month, for example?
Okay ครับ
Okay, so have you seen this picture? Maybe this is not very clear. I just render it in 2D, but actually this is a very true case. It's the illusion that we normally see. So sometimes the car in front of you are falling back and crash into you. Or sometimes it's the car that behind that goes up the hill. So this is quite a tricky picture. But in this situation, the blue car is parking on the slope and the red car crashed into the blue car. So who is at fault in this case? Is the red car at fault? Is it like this? The blue car forget to pull the handbrake and then the car slides down the slope. Or is it the second case where the blue car is parking still on the slope but the red car with speed crash into the blue car? If you are using the camera, you will need to have some virtual reference including the trees or the electrical poles because it's very hard to determine who's gonna run into who. With the moving vehicle, and the camera alone is not enough as evidence. We don't even know that who is going to crash into who. Is the car running forward or is the car running backward? But with our sensor, we have the accelerometers that indicate the direction of the vehicle. This sensor will measure the movement in different axes. For example, for y-axis, the blue line is a sensor that is installed in the blue car, which was parking in the front. In the previous case, I can check with the sensor whether if it is less than 0 means there's no velocity. That's a scientific evidence that the blue car is parking still and the red car is crashing into blue car. If you are the blue car owner, you are not the culprit. But if the evidence show otherwise, for example, this is actually a different page. However, if y is equal to 0, you have to explain that this is significant. Even though the acceleration value is 0, I'm sorry, I was mistaken. If y is less than 0 means that your car is driving backward or your car is sliding down slope. But in this case, y is equal to 0, the car is parking still. And for the insurance, you can also manage your portfolio for the vehicles that attach to this tracking device. And you can provide the customized dashboard, which made of the driver's behavior and also the incidents. For example, you can even keep track of the accidents and past incidents. And in terms of traction, the Sphere received the granting fund from DEPA, and we believe that we will continue with the TED fund for NAS in the next year in order to continue to develop the product to be able to launch by next year, mid-year. And we are the champion for the public category for the OIC InsurTech Award 2025 just recently. And our vision and strategy for next year is we plan to pilot test with the first 200 vehicles by the first 2 quarters, and we will want to start by targeting this. We are talking with the school bus, so the school microbus and vans around Chonburi province. We want to install the device to help tracking the driver's behavior, and you know that they have a lots of incentive for the adoption because they are very young students, and if the driver is driving recklessly, it might not be suitable driver for driving a school bus, isn't it? And this is the projection. It might not be as accurate, but we hope that we can reduce the road fatality rates in Thailand to go down even further. As you can see, we are going up 14,000 every year. We hardly see the number decrease, but if we work together, all of us, public and private sectors, and execute this plan, we hope that we can reduce the number for road fatalities. And please think about Sphere, smart safety and instant response. Thank you very much. And once again, thank you very much, Sphere team. And the project is the auto insurance telematics platform. And we received an interesting question. It looks very good that you can verify whether if the car is going to somewhere, and you can also use the existing data. But what about the private data? How do you protect the customer's data? Because I am not quite sure if you are willing to share your location, your movement to maybe your spouse or your bosses 24 hours a day. Okay, so I used to think about that too, PDPA, right? So the thing is, I will try to act as third party. I will not be an insurance representative. I will not even get the data. The data will be collected on the physical hardware actually. I only get the anonymized data So I cannot really tell who drives whose car. I only track speeds and velocity. And in case of family members, if you want to turn on this tracking feature, actually you can pair with your mobile phone and keep track of your movements. And if you are pairing your device with your phone within a short distance, you can be the master device. You can control the policy like location and permissions. So the user can control the location sharing. But if you are being forced to share your location, I think that's personal. So that's why this solution can be complex. But anyway, a big round of applause for Sophia. Please welcome Dr. Niras Saptavitan, the Assistant for the Secretary General from the Advanced InsurTech Institution, to present the awards for the winning team from OIC InsurTech Award, General Public Category, Sphere Team.
ขอบคุณครับยินดีด้วยนะครับ
Congratulations. Thank you very much for Sphere Team and Dr. Nirat. We still have one more team from the OIC InsurTech Awards. And now let's go to health insurance. Now it's get personal. How can this solution be helpful? How can it help analyze your health trend? I believe that this is going to be very good for everyone. So please give a big round of applause. Our first runner-up, Ergo Hippo team.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am truly honored to be here and presenting my project with you. I normally get only 5 minutes to present, but today I get extra time, so let me jump right in. Let me start by introducing myself. I am New Pamimon Sathianrat from Rin B New Tech Company. We are expertise in taking care of our muscular health for our corporate customer. We arrange workshop to help taking care of our customers' physical health as well as developing the application so the staffs and the employees can continue to work on themselves, not just one workshop. And for all, they can continue to work with themselves. But after a while, we have developed our tools to support our workshop. We have found that what was more important was the indicator. How can we develop indicator, especially indicators that indicate clear change in your physical health, and how we can maximize the usage. And it only be in good use as long as our stakeholders are benefit too, which is the insurance company. Ergo Hippo is not Ergo Insurance or Hippo Insurance. It belongs to a Thai company, and our company developed Ergo Hippo. Ergo Hippo provides services for both organization customers and insurers to plan for personalized health plan. The group coverage has increased by 4 times in the past 25 years for the group insurance, as well as the treatment cost has increased by more than 10.3% of global GDP. The company themselves cannot bear the burden themselves. The insurer company need to change their conditions, and the business has been slowing down. With this situation, it has become every year problem. At the end of the year, the insurance company will receive the claim form from the hospitals, and the HR or the organization will receive the data that, hey, you have claimed a lot and they want to increase your premium based on the policy year. And both of them suffer from that. But would it be better if our solution can be an intermediary to help you connect the data between these teams, and so you can see the same page? What each of them needs, starting from the insurance company. The insurance company want to reduce the claim cost, especially the cost that will be collected by the hospitals, as well as the claim frequency, and they want to be able to select high quality customer who can control their claims or their employees' claim, as well as to gain insight to improve their pricing accuracy. On the other hand, the organization want to maintain their premium payment and the value for the protection. It should be worth the money. They want to pay the same, but they want more value. And they don't want their employees to get sick. And they want to understand direct and indirect risks, as well as to maintain good health. Because of the increased claim, it goes back to higher premium. And there are two main reasons. So let me classify them as external or uncontrollable factors and internal. Starting with external factors, which is the medical fees, which cannot be controlled. But we can work with internal factors, which is the staff's behavior. And that leads us to Ergo Hippo, the preventive and risk assessment solution.
เราขอเดโมให้ทุก
Let me share with you a quick demo. If we want to build a strong organization, we want to change annual health checkups just once a year to a measurable, personalized health plan with 7 simple steps. Starting with the HR, the HR team can upload the annual health checkups data to verify and understand more about the staffs and the organization, including office syndrome and other conditions by the department and even down to the personal individual level. And then we can connect with the staffs through the email. Once the staff accept the email, they can download and install the application to help them evaluate their behavioral risk. And the application can recommend a health plan in a more personalized manner, as well as the plan is measurable. And when there's an activity, the HR team can also create a challenge or take better care of their employees through just one click to share these activities to their staffs. The target staffs who download the application can also join these activities. It can help solving their own physical problem, or they can also enjoy the challenge that has been nominated by the organization. The HR can also keep track of the activities at the challenge level or at individual usage level in order to evaluate the ROI on this application and to help looking after the trend. And we hope that the trend will be increasing, making organizational health simpler. And that was our solution details, but there are 4 main aspects in our application. First, the HR can upload the annual health checkup, plus inviting risk group through the email to join the activities. For the first part, it came from your annual checkups or the lab results. And secondly, the staffs will install the application as well as to conduct their own behavioral risk. In this case, if you want to know if your team has a good health or not, you need to take both of these, the lab result and the result from the personal behavioral evaluation, because we work very differently. And thirdly, we want to help providing the personalized health plan. And fourth, to monitor and keep track of the activities as well as ROI evaluation. Let me share with you what is available today at Ergo Hippo. Most of the people, if they want to take care of themselves, maybe they follow YouTube or maybe contents online. But Hippo can provide a more personalized, because we do things very differently. The HR team might get the Excel file from the health checkups. They might only get the top 5 issues that you found, but Ergo Hippo can provide a deeper insight down to the individual level. And in terms of behavioral assessment, at the moment you need to go to the clinic for the physiology or providing short survey. But in Hippo Ergo, they can provide intervention app with AI scanning that you can do it any place and any time. For users, there are 3 key aspects for the impact from Ergo Hippo. The insurer can enjoy better health and they don't have to spend time traveling to see the doctor. For the company, they can develop well-being culture and enjoy higher productivity with a chance to reduce or maintain their premium payments. And for the insurance company, you can enjoy less claim frequency, less medical fees, as well as more behavioral data from the users. We can also work with our insurance partner in 3 ways. First, we can provide a premium code or specific group policy for certain groups of people. Second, special deal through recommendation. The organization staffs can also enjoy up to 30% of discounts as they share their behavioral data with the insurance company, and pay per use, where they only pay per usage or pay per the feature that we have discussed earlier. At the moment, our corporate wellness solution has seen a lot of users. Some of the companies already tested our dashboard, and some of the best selling packages are wellness day and wellness booth. For wellness booth, we provide roadshow that conduct office syndrome risk assessment for an organization and provide the result through the dashboard to the HR team. For wellness day, we will provide a more intensive training and lectures with challenges for the next 3 months. From the testimonials, people say that HR or the providers can understand more about individual issues. They get even more insights better than bar charts from the hospital for sure. And today, if any of you or your company would love to know more, please capture this screen or you can scan the QR code to give Ergo Hippo a run. This is the beginning where you can start using this application in your organization, where at the same time, if you want to share anything with us, please share the feedback with us. Many companies who talk to us, they actually want to invite us to conduct workshop, but when there is no master data or somewhere to begin, it's like we have to start from scratch with the HR team. So I would like you to give it a try and give us some feedback. And please feel free to contact myself directly. I am the CEO and the co-founder for Ergo Hippo and also B New Tech Company. And Mr. Bunya is the one who developed all software in our company. Ergo Hippo will help you develop the future of group insurance with a measurable insurance. If you want to know more, please contact me directly. Or if you want me to conduct workshop or provide some talk to your sales team, please also feel free to contact me. Thank you very much. And once again, please put your hands together for Ergo Hippo.
ต้องช่วยกันครับสนับสนุน
We need to work together in order to promote Thai businesses and Thai startups as well as Thai developed homegrown technology so we can move together. This is the last team from the OIC InsurTech Award 2025. Once again, Dr. Niras Sathavitam from the Advanced InsurTech Institution will present the token appreciation to the Ergo Hippo team.
ขอบพระคุณครับและขอแสดงความยินดีด้วยนะครับ
Congratulations to Ergo Hippo team. And they are the first runner-up from the OIC InsurTech Award 2025 from the general public categories. So that has been 4 teams and that has been just one competition from the OIC InsurTech Award. Now it's time to switch gear to the Super AIS, the Super Leadership Insurance Program from the best of the cohort of the Advanced Insurance, also called the Super Leadership Insurance Program Batch 3. And the topic is to develop a pilot model for agentic AI to disseminate the knowledge about the insurance and policy through OIC Connect. Let's find out more. Please welcome Dr. Pongpanu Damrong Siri, the President of Thai General Insurance, and Mr. Supakit, the Chief Executive from ANC Brokerage, and Mr. Sumed Osirivikon, partner lawyers and committee members from Baker McKinsey.
ตายแล้วเกิดเรื่องแต่เช้าเลยเนี่ยตายแล้ว
กระทันหันนะครับ
เกิดเรื่องแต่เช้าเลยเนี่ย
พอดีเบรกกระทันหันนะครับ
แล้วทำไมขับรถไม่ระ
I'm
วัง
sorry,
เลย
my
รถ
car
มันติดหรือ
slips.
จอดเยอะไปหน่อยครับรถเป็นอะไรมากหรือเปล่าครับ
ค่ะก็ดูตามนี้ได้เลย
Why
ค่ะ
don't you
ที่
take
หลัง
better
ดูด้วยนะคะ
care
ไม่ใช่
of
ขับรถเล่น
driving?
มือถือหรือเปล่าเนี่ย
อ๋อไม่ครับ
Actually, I'm
ขับรถสวย
driving
นะครับ
nicely.
คนขับก็
You
สวย
are
ด้วย
also
ขอบ
nice
คุณ
too.
ค่ะนี่นะคะช่วยเล่นหน่อยนะคะช่วยเล่นหน่อยก็ดีนะคะ
So actually, I'm in a hurry. Can we do this?
ครับผมขอเคลม
Oh,
ขอเคล
I
ม
want to claim.
ประกันหน่อยนะครับเหตุ
Oh,
เกิดแถ
the
ว
claim
รัชโยธิน
location.
ครับผม
Yeah, please
ช่วยมา
come.
ด่วนเลยครับโอเคครับสวัสดีครับคุณลูกค้าสวัสดีครับ
Hello, good morning. I am from
มาจาก
CNA
CNA ประกัน
Insurance.
ไทยนะครับสวัสดีครับ
Okay, I will share with you the quotation and I will coordinate with you. So
พี่เลือกเข้าอู่ได้เลยนะครับ
I can help you. And can I see your ID card, please?
ขอบคุณนะครับ
Thank you so
ขอบ
much.
คุณนะครับถ้าอย่างนั้นเดี๋ยว
You can
พี่ติดต่อ
contact
ซ่อมเคลม
with
ได้เลย
the
ของพี่เดี๋ยวผม
repairman
โทรประสานอีกที
and
นึง
you
นะครับ
can continue to work with our claim team.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello,
สวัสดี
who's
ค่ะไม่ทราบ
calling?
ใครโทรมาคะ
Hello, can I talk to
ขอ
Kun
เรียน
Ploy?
สายคุณพลอย
I
นะค
am
รับ
Win
ผม
from
วินจากบริษัท
CIA
ประกันภัยนะครับพอดีจะโทรมาเรียน
Insurance.
คุณพล
I
อย
want to give you an
เกี่ยวกับ
update
ชนนะครับ
on the
ซึ่งทางเรา
incident.
ได้จัด
We have
วินัยการ
prepared
ช่าง
you
ไว้ให้นะครับ
the
ซึ่งจะใช้เวลา
garage
การซ่อม
in
ประมาณ
Protect
10 วัน
2 days.
นะครับ
อ๋อพี่คะพอดีว่าทางเราได้เลือกอู่ซ่อมไปแล้วอะค่ะชื่อบรรลัยการช่างเขาแจ้งว่าซ่อมประมาณ20 วันค่ะแล้วทางนี้ส่วนตรงนี้เนี่ยบริษัทประกันรับผิดชอบค่าขาดผลประโยชน์ให้ใช่ไหมคะ
Talking about the
ต้องขอ
benefits.
อนุญาตเรียนคุณพลอยครับคือลูก
My
ค้า
apologies.
ซึ่
You
งเป็น
can
คู่กร
also
ณี
choose
สามารถ
the
จะเลือกอู่
garage
ได้
by
นะครับแต่
yourself,
ว่า
but
ที่ทางบริษัทจัดให้เนี่ยก็
our
ถือว่าเป็น
garage
A นะ
is
ครับคุณ
A
ภาพซ่อมดี
grade and it
แล้ว
will
ก็ใช้
take
เวลาซ่อ
shorter
มสั้น
period
กว่า
of
นะครับ
time.
อะไร
We
ก็เป็น
also
อะไร
provide
แท้
genuine
นะครับ
products.
แต่ว่าถ้า
If you
คุณพล
want
อย
to
จะเด็ด
use
ซ่อม
your
เอง
own
เลือก
garage,
อาจจะ
maybe
มี
we
ผล
have
การ
to
ประเมินค่าขาดได้
readjust
อ้าว
the
ทำไมเราเลือก
numbers.
ไม่ได้อะคะ
Why
พี่บริ
can't
ษัท
I
ประกัน
choose my
รถอะ
garage
ค่ะใน
myself?
การซ่อม
I
รถ
can
อะลูก
choose
ค้า
the
ต้องมีสิทธิ์
garage.
ที่จะเลือกได้สิ
How
คะ
can
จะ
we
มั่นใจ
be
ได้ยังไง
sure
ว่าส่วน
that
ของคุณอะ
your
มาตรฐาน
garage is
แล้ว
up
คุณ
to
ต้อง
the
ทำงานให้เรียบ
standard?
ร้อยนะคะเพราะตอนที่ชนเนี่ย
And
พี่คนที่ชนเขาก็
you
บอกว่า
already
ทางบริษัท
said
ประกัน
that you
รับ
will
ผิดชอบเต็
pay
มที่
full
ถ้าทำไม่ได้
compensation.
อย่างเงี้ย
If
เดี๋ยว
you
จะไปร้อง
don't
เรียน
do
ค
it,
ปภ
I
นะคะ
will talk to OIC.
ฮัลโหล ฮัลโหล ฮัลโหล
Hey, she cut the line.
ฮัลโหลพี่แก๊ปคะ
Hey,
พี่อยู่ไหนแล้วคะ
where
เนี่ย
are
หนู
you?
รอมาประมาณ10
I
นาทีแล้ว
have
นะคะ
been
หนูรีบ
waiting
นะ
for
พี่
10
เร็วๆหน่อยค่ะ
minutes.
รอจุดเดิมที่นัดเลยนะคะ
How come it's so
โอ้ยช้า
slow?
มากเลยอะพี่ทำไมวันนี้ช้าจังอะรีบมากเลยนะ
I'm in a hurry.
ได้
Let's
ได้
go.
โอเคค่ะพี่
Hey, come back. Ploy, why are you late today?
เนี่ยพี่
I have been waiting for you until I finish my
เป็น
drink.
ยังไงปกติไม่เคยใช้หน้ายุ่ง
What's the long
ก็เมื่
fare?
อ2 วันก่อนน่ะสิ
So
พี่
the things like this.
จริงๆแล้วอะทางบริษัทประกัน
Actually, the
ทางบริษัทประกันต้องรับผิดชอบเรา
insurance
สิเพราะว่าเรา
company
อะไม่ได้กำหนดวันซ่อมเอง
need to be
พี่ว่าจะซ่อม
responsible
กี่วันถูกไหมคะ
And
แล้วที่
earlier
สำคัญ
this
คือเมื่อ
morning,
เช้าก็โคตรซวยเลยพี่นั่งวินมอเตอร์ไซค์มายังไม่ทัน
I
ขึ้นนั่งเลย
lost
วินออก
my
แล้วพี่
riders.
เนี่ยก็เลยแบบสติ
And
แตก
what
เนี่ย
can
โค
I
ตรซวย
do?
ทำไงดีอะพี่แล้วเรื่องประกันนี่เอาไงอะ
Yeah, I need to double check my insurance too, if that's the case. Is it the same company? I think I can check with the OIC Connect. Here,
นะครับเนี่ย OIC Connect
you can see the coverages and other benefits
โอ
too.
เคอ๋อถึงกรมธรรม์ของ
here's
ฉัน
my
ใช่
policy.
โอเคผมปลอดภัยละกรมธรรม์ผมยังไม่ขาดอายุ
เดี๋ยวกำลังมากำลังมา
Oh,
เฮ้ย
my
ได้แล้ว
policy is
หมดที่เดือนนี้
expiring this month.
จริงเหรอ
Oh, luckily you found out about that first.
จ่ายกันทันนะทันนะ
Yeah, you can renew your contract. Maybe I can talk to them.
คนที่ดูแลเรื่องประกันผมให้
โอเค
เนาะ
ไม่ใช่ได้
Yeah, you can call them
เดี๋ยว
immediately.
ตลอดเลย
อันนี้ไม่เลือกทำใครมัน
โอเคเดี๋ยวผมโทรให้นะไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวดีกว่าโอเคเดี๋ยวผมโทรให้นะเดี๋ยวเรานัดคุย
So let me try
ฮัล
mine.
โหลคุณเบลกลางวันนี่ว่างไหมพอได้ใช่ไหมเดี๋ยวมาช่วย
Hey,
ดู
can
ประกัน
you
ให้กับ
come
ที่
over and have a look at our
โอเค
group
ที่เดิม
policy,
ครับ
please?
โอเคกำลังมาเนาะ
เดี๋ยวกำลังมา
Hello, Claire. Hello, everyone.
สวัสดีครับคุณลูกค้านี่คือพี่เล็กนะครับที่โทรไปว่าพี่เขาสนใจขอโทษครับประกัน
เนี่ยเลยนะคะเนี่ยเลย
ไม่ได้พี่เล็กเขาสนใจจะทำประกันแต่ผมเลยแนะนำว่าให้ทำกับคุณเบลเนี่ยบริการผมดีมากเลยตั้งแต่ต้น
ประกันรถพี่จะหมดสิ้นเดือนนี้จะต่อยังไงดี
ก่อนอื่นขอทำหน้าที่ถูกต้องก่อนนะครับอันนี้ใบอนุญาตนะครับในหน้านะครับสุภกิจคนรอนะครับอันนี้
หน้าไม่ตรงปกเลยค่ะถ้าไม่ตรงปกเลยค่ะ
อ๋อครับพอดีมีเติมมานิดหน่อยครับวันนี้นะครับพี่เด่นบอกว่าให้มาดูแลเกี่ยวกับเรื่องประกันกับพี่เล็กใช่ไหมครับพี่เล็กจะทำประกันรถเห็นพี่เด่นมีแจ้งมาเบื้องต้นแล้วเป็นรถอะไรนะครับ
เทสลาค่ะ
โอ้เทสลาโมเดลอะไรครับ
โมเดล Y ค่ะ
โมเดล Y นะครับก็สามารถทำได้ทั้งประเภท1 2 บวก 3 บวกได้หมดเลยครับ
แล้วถ้า2 บวกเนี่ยรถพี่หายหรือไฟไหม้คุ้มครองไหมคะ
อ๋อครับตัวนี้2 บวกเป็นประกันที่ราคาประหยัดมากนะครับก็สามารถคุ้มครองได้ทั้งการชนด้วยแล้วก็หายจากไฟไหม้ด้วยนะครับอันนี้ก็ตอบโจทย์นะครับจะเหมาะกับคนที่ใช้น้อยนะครับอ๋อโอเคถ้าจะถามเกี่ยวกับเรื่องนี้นะครับขออนุญาตใช้ OIC Connect ก่อนแล้วกันนะครับครับแอปเดียวกันที่เราใช้หมด
โอ้แบบนี้ดีเนาะ
สำหรับความคุ้มครองนะครับถ้าพี่เล็กไปชนนะครับโอเคเกี่ยวกับคนที่ไม่มีประกัน
ใช่
นะครับแล้วก็พี่เล็กเป็นฝ่ายถูกด้วยใช่ไหมครับตรงนี้รถที่พี่เล็กทำ2 บวกจะคุ้มครองของพี่เล็กนะครับโอเคแต่ไม่สามารถเรียกค่าขาดประโยชน์ได้เนื่องจากฝั่งตรงข้ามไม่ได้มีเป็นประกันประเภท1นะครับ
ซ่อมเฉย
ซ่อมได้เฉยๆครับ
แต่ไม่มีค่าขาดประโยชน์10 วัน 5 วันทำไม
อันนั้นต้องคู่กรณีจะต้องมีประกัน
อ๋อถ้ามีเราไปเรียกเขาได้
ได้ครับ
งั้นพี่ตัดสินใจดีกว่า
นะครับ
ครับ
โอเคอันนี้ผมเลือกให้เลยนะครับ
ดีกว่า
โอเคดีที่สุดตอนนี้นะครับนี่เลยเป็นไงครับ
เบี้ยเหรอ
ครับของบริษัท ABC ประกันภัยครับไงครับกับความคุ้มครองนี้ราคานี้
ได้พอๆกันไม่ได้ก็ปีที่แล้วพี่ก็ไม่ได้เคลมเหมือนกัน
ครับตกลงทำเลยนะครับ
ทำเลยค่ะตัดสินใจเลย
โอเคครับเป็นตรงนี้ครับ
ตรงนี้เหรอคะไม่มีกาแฟให้เหรอคะ
มีก็ได้ครับมีก็ได้ครับสำหรับพี่เล็กเสร็จได้ครับโอเค
เห็นหน้าเสียเงินจริงนะโอเคค่ะเรียบร้อย
โอเคครับเรียบร้อยนะครับได้ครับเดี๋ยวส่ง QR code ให้นะครับ
ค่ะ
เดี๋ยวเพิ่งไปเพิ่งมีเคสที่อยากจะปรึกษาเรื่องน้องที่บริษัทเนี่ยครับเขามีเคสเกี่ยวกับการเคลมก็อยากจะสอบถามรายละเอียดว่ามันจะต้องทำอะไรยังไงแค่ไหนนะได้เดี๋ยวผมชวนน้องเข้ามานะน้องพลอยผู้ประสบภัยมานี่หน่อย
กำลังตามหาจะได้เป็นเอกสารพอดีเลยค่ะพี่
โอเคนี่วันนี้สวัสดีครับคุณพลอยชวนพระเอกนะว่าเคสที่น้องพลอยขับรถชนแล้วยังมีปัญหาเรื่องเคลมมันอยู่เดี๋ยวลองสอบถามทางคุณเบลดูคุณเบลก็ดูแลทางพี่ตอนนี้ดูแลพี่เล็กด้วยแหละอ๋อครับเป็นไงครับ
ค่ะก็สองฝั่งค่ะก็คือฝั่งเราเราเห็นเราได้ว่าต้องกี่วันประกันให้ผมได้ใช้เวลาการต้องกี่วันครับ50 50ห้ามทำให้บอกว่าห้ามเป็นลูกที่ไม่ถูกที่ไม่ถูกเราก็ไม่ใส่เราทำยังไงได้บ้างเพราะหนูก็ยังหงุดหงิดอยู่เลยว่าเราไม่ได้เป็นคนกำหนดนะว่าจะต้องซ่อมรถกี่วันแต่เราเสียผลประโยชน์ในการที่จะได้รับความคุ้มครองอะค่ะนี่ทำยังไงได้บ้างคะ
อย่างนี้นะครับคุณพลอยคือเดี๋ยวนี้ครับมีแอปพลิเคชันนะครับ
A new application from the OIC is called OIC
คือ
Connect.
OIC
What
Connect
app?
ไหนอะคะ
This
ครับ
app.
นี่เลย
So
นะครับ
you
คุณพลอย
can
สามารถ
add
ที่
this
จะแอด OIC
OIC
Connect
Connect
นะครับ
and then
สามารถที่จะ
you
เลือก
can
เรื่อง
actually
นะครับ
tell what
ที่
is
เกิดขึ้นทั้ง
happening
หมด
and
นะค
you
รับ
can
ก็สามารถที่จะ
talk
คุย
about
นะ
the
ครับบอกปัญ
problems
หา
just
อย่าง
like
เมื่อ
what
สัก
you
ครู่
just
นะครับ
said just
ว่าเรา
now
ได้รับ
that you
การดูแล
have not been taken care of that well by the insurer and you can write and then also attach your documents and everything here.
ไปได้เลย
Yes,
ครับ
you can do
ใช่
ไม่
ใช่
ใช่ไปพบที่ตรงเคาน์เตอร์เหมือนสมัยก่อนแล้ว
ไม่ต้องครับตอนนี้ก็คือเขาสามารถตอบได้เหมือนคนเลยนะครับนี่ครับ
ตอบทันทีเลยค่ะ
ใช่ครับครับก็อยากให้คุณพลอยลองใช้บริการนี้ดูผมว่าน่าจะเป็นประโยชน์กับคุณพลอยได้เลยครับ
ยังไงก็ขอบคุณมากนะคะพี่เพราะว่าเดี๋ยวจะลองใช้ดูค่ะเนี่ยหายเครียดแล้วพี่แล้วไม่รู้จะทำยังไงก็ปรึกษาพี่อยู่เพราะเช้านั่งวินก็เกือบตกมอเตอร์ไซค์ไปขึ้นทราบวีรกรรมแล้ว
โอ้ถ้าอย่างนี้คุณพลอยต้องทำประกันเพิ่มนะหรือยังไงผมเสนอราคาให้นะครับ
ได้เลยค่ะเดี๋ยวจะคุย
มาทีละคุ้มเลยนะครับขอบคุณมากครับยินดีครับแล้วเจอกันจ้ะ
เข้าไปดูตรงไหนนะพี่ถึงก่อน
นี้
ค่ะ
อ๋
อ๋อนี่เขามีรายละเอียดเลยนะพี่
ใช่กดเอาตอบมา มาไวเลย
ตอบไวมากพี่
เห็นไหม
อ๋อ
มาเลยนี่
นี่ไงคะเนี่ยเมื่อ2 วันที่แล้วซ่อม20 วันขึ้นเลยพี่
โอ้เห็นไหม
สวัสดีค่ะ ต้องการสอบถามเกี่ยวกับค่าขาดประโยชน์ค่ะ ว่าคืออะไร และทำยังไงให้ได้ค่าขาดประโยชน์ครบคะ
สวัสดีครับค่าขาดผลประโยชน์คือเงินชดเชยที่คุณสามารถเรียกได้ถ้ารถคุณต้องจอดซ่อมเพราะอุบัติเหตุและคุณไม่ได้เป็นฝ่ายผิดครับถ้าหากคุณต้องการคำอธิบายเพิ่มเติมคำปรึกษาหรือต้องการคำแนะนำในเรื่องของการยื่นขอเราสามารถช่วยคุณได้นะครับ
ต้องการขอคำแนะนำและคำปรึกษาค่ะ
ได้เลยครับผมยินดีให้คำปรึกษาครับไม่ทราบว่าอยากปรึกษาเกี่ยวกับกรณีไหนเป็นพิเศษ หรือมีเหตุการณ์อะไรเกิดขึ้นบ้างช่วยเล่ารายละเอียดให้ผมฟังได้ไหมครับ
ได้ค่ะ คือเรื่องมาจากการที่เมื่อ2 วันก่อน เกิดเรื่องรถชน และเข้าอู่ซ่อม แจ้งว่าซ่อมรถประมาณ20 วัน แต่ทางบริษัทบอกหาอู่ให้แล้วซ่อม10 วัน เลยจะให้เงินค่าขาดผลประโยชน์แค่10 วันค่ะ มีการแจ้งบริษัทประกันแล้วว่าจะเอาอู่ที่เลือกเอง แต่บริษัทประกันก็ให้แค่ค่าขาด10 วันค่ะ
ขอบคุณสำหรับข้อมูลครับจากที่คุณแจ้งมาคุณเป็นฝ่ายถูกในอุบัติเหตุเมื่อ2 วันก่อนและตอนนี้รถอยู่ระหว่างซ่อมโดยคุณเลือกอู่ซ่อมเองซึ่งอู่แจ้งว่าต้องใช้เวลาซ่อมประมาณ20 วันแต่บริษัทประกันของคู่กรณีระบุว่าจะจ่ายค่าขาดผลประโยชน์ให้แค่10 วันเหตุผลเพราะถ้าใช้อู่อื่นที่บริษัทจัดให้จะซ่อมแค่10 วันถูกต้องไหมครับผมสามารถช่วยคุณจัดเตรียมหนังสือร้องเรียนแบบมาตรฐานหรือแนะนำขั้นตอนยื่นเรื่องผ่านช่องทางคปภ.ให้ได้ครับแต่หากคุณต้องการติดต่อคปภ.โดยตรงสามารถติดต่อได้ที่เบอร์สายด่วน1186ครับโดยในกรณีนี้คุณมีสิทธิ์เลือกอู่เองตามแนวปฏิบัติของคปภ.ครับโดยเฉพาะถ้าอู่นั้นเป็นอู่มาตรฐานหรือได้รับอนุญาตตามเงื่อนไขในกรมธรรม์หากคุณเลือกอู่เองโดยแจ้งบริษัทแล้วและบริษัทไม่ห้ามไม่แสดงเหตุผลว่าอู่นั้นไม่เหมาะสมบริษัทควรรับผิดชอบตามระยะเวลาซ่อมจริงที่อู่แจ้งโดยไม่มีสิทธิ์ลดวันเองหากบริษัทอ้างว่าอู่ของตนซ่อมได้เร็วกว่าจะต้องพิสูจน์ให้ชัดเจนและต้องมีเอกสารแสดงความแตกต่างของคุณภาพหรือความชัดเจนว่าการเลือกอู่อื่นจะทำให้เกิดความเสียหายเพิ่มเติมหรือไม่สิ่งที่คุณควรทำตอนนี้ 1. ขอเอกสารรับรองระยะเวลาซ่อม20 วันจากอู่ที่คุณเลือกเอง 2. แจ้งบริษัทประกันของคู่กรณีอีกครั้งว่าแจ้งเรื่องอู่แล้วอย่างถูกต้องอู่ระบุชัดเจนว่าต้องใช้ระยะเวลา20 วันและขอให้บริษัทชดเชยค่าขาดผลประโยชน์ตามจริง 3. ถ้าบริษัทยังคงยืนยันที่จะจ่ายแค่10 วันคุณสามารถยื่นเรื่องร้องเรียนกับคปภ.ได้เลยครับโดยระบุว่าไม่ได้รับความเป็นธรรมจากการลดจำนวนวันค่าขาดผลประโยชน์ครับถ้าหากคุณมีเอกสารดังกล่าวครบผมสามารถช่วยคุณจัดเตรียมหนังสือร้องเรียนแบบมาตรฐานหรือแนะนำขั้นตอนยื่นเรื่องผ่านช่องทางคปภ.ให้ได้ครับ
ต้องการให้ช่วยยื่นเรื่องร้องเรียนให้เลยค่ะ
ขอบคุณมากครับโดยข้อมูลของคุณจะถูกใช้เพื่อสร้างหนังสือร้องเรียนอิเล็กทรอนิกส์และส่งตรงเข้าสู่ระบบติดตามของคปภ.ครับคุณจะได้รับ 1. หมายเลขติดตามเรื่องร้องเรียน 2. แจ้งเตือนความคืบหน้าทุกครั้งที่มีการอัปเดต 3. สถานะร้องเรียนแบบเรียลไทม์ผ่านระบบติดตาม
ขอบคุณค่ะ
เรื่องร้องเรียนของคุณถูกส่งเรียบร้อยครับจากนี้ไปคุณจะได้รับการแจ้งเตือนสถานะเรื่องร้องเรียนอัตโนมัติทุกครั้งที่มีความคืบหน้าหากคุณต้องการตรวจสอบเองสามารถพิมพ์ว่าติดตามเรื่องตามด้วยหมายเลขได้ทุกเมื่อหากบริษัทประกันภัยติดต่อกลับมาหรือคปภ.มีการนัดหมายผมจะแจ้งให้คุณทราบทันทีครับคุณมีข้อสงสัยหรือข้อร้องเรียนอะไรที่จะสอบถามเพิ่มเติมหรืออยากให้ผมช่วยตรวจสอบสถานะภายหลังก็สามารถทักมาได้ทุกเมื่อเลยนะครับผมอยู่ตรงนี้เพื่อดูแลคุณจนกว่าจะได้รับความเป็นธรรมครับ
โอเคนะคะจากที่เราคุยกันเมื่อกี้นี้คุณพลอยมีคำถามเพิ่มเติมไหมคะ
ไม่มีแล้วค่ะยังไงวันนี้ก็ต้องขอบคุณมากเลยนะคะที่ทำให้พลอยได้เข้ามาไกลเกลี่ยแล้วก็ได้ทำความเข้าใจเกี่ยวกับประกันเรื่องการประกันรถว่าการจอดซ่อมแล้วก็การรับค่าผลประโยชน์เนี่ยมันแตกต่างกันยังไงนะคะก็ถ้าไม่ได้รู้จัก OIC Connect รุ่นที่มี AI อะค่ะก็คงไม่เข้าใจบริษัทประกันเลยยังไงแล้วก็ต้องขอบคุณมากนะคะ
ไม่เป็นไรค่ะเป็นหน้าที่ของคปภ.อย่างเราอยู่แล้วค่ะ OIC Connect BAI ตรวจสอบง่ายเชื่อถือได้ค่ะ
ตรวจสอบได้เชื่อถือได้ BAI แค่ใช้ OIC Connect
So one moment, please. Greetings, all distinguished guests. And just what we saw from the video, what our team of students of Super Leadership Insurance Program did is that there are 4 factors that can help us expand the insurance businesses. The 4 factors comprise of the first one is convenience in accessing information. The second one is knowledge and understanding about insurance. The third one is comparison of data, and fourth, the advice from experts. You can see that the factors which customers use to decide whether they want to buy the insurance or not is data. And so what happened in real life is this. The first one is the people do not have an understanding about insurance. When they buy it, when they hold it, when they have it, and when they make claims. Secondly, the insurance contract is very hard to comprehend. When people read, they don't understand. Thirdly, when they buy the policy but they don't get what they want or what the cover says, so they don't know what they're buying, and when they make claims, they can't. And fourth, it's the agent or broker problem. They don't present the information correctly. And thirdly, their customers are not able to claim because they don't know their rights, and then that leads to complaint to the OIC. And so this is the framework of our concept development. And with the advancing technology, we thought, how can we use AI and develop into agent AI or agentic AI that can actually be an expert in each type of policy to educate the general public on the information, because we know that the most complaints relates to motor insurance, health insurance, and these types of insurance, as well as some types of life insurance. And therefore, our group, we wanted to develop agentic AI to help educate the general public to be able to answer the questions that will lead to reduction in complaints, as well as we want to develop and improve the agent and broker to have the knowledge and understanding so that they can sell and answer the questions correctly. And the conceptual framework that we had created is this. We decide 3 steps: input, process, output. And in order to be able to train AI, the data is from the data of policy that has been approved by the OIC, and also complaint information that is filed to the OIC, and also metadata, data directory, and other sources of data.
ที่สุดคือ
And the other thing is the decisions or ruling for the complaint according to the OIC guidance. And another input is agentic AI technology. And in terms of the process, what do we have to consider? The first one is the development and training of AI. Second, designing AI so that it can respond to questions or to be able to model a situation in a way that is easy to understand, because insurance language is hard to understand. The other group said that they use this language jelly to translate, right? Because it's hard to understand. And output, we will get the correct information about the policy, accurate information, and something that is in line with the answer, with the question. Second, we can answer correctly the frequently asked questions. Third, we will get advice about the appropriate way to make claims. And fourthly, we will be able to enhance an understanding of the consumers towards insurance. So if these 3 steps can be done effectively, the outcome that we will get are the following. We will be able to create trust in the insurance system and good image, and we will be able to expand our industry. And on this part, I will ask Kun Supakit Supawanapong to talk about the development of agentic AI model, please. Good afternoon. So that's my part on AI and the model development pathway. So in order to use AI, people are concerned about accuracy of data. I think that this is a big issue, and it's a starting point of the design phase of the whole system. And so let's have a look. In order to design this, what do we have to do? And in order to develop agentic AI, this is to help supplement the way that we work currently. And so with the assumption that if we have AI, it's a system, right? It's a system that can help supplement the existing system without having to come up with a new system. So this is to have more intelligence in the existing system. So with the help of AI. So OIC Connect can work and work with the right information, and this is what we focus on this particular project. And so the more important thing is that nobody has to change the platform. They can use the OIC line, so people don't have to learn about how to use a new application or how to use new system. And so this will reduce the call center work burden as well. So let's see.
ครับ
And so let's have a look. So the concept of the model development, I have to say that what we see, which is really important, is data. And in terms of relevant data in insurance business, we have numerous data, and most importantly, the data that we use in this work, be it the policy information or the complaint information or the OIC information or the product information or the insurance company information. The data sources that we use becomes a challenge because each insurance company collects data differently, and that's what we learn, and the way that they store information is different as well. And so the challenge is that how can we integrate AI to help with these different ways of data collection and storage. And so in our work we took time to work on this data the most, and that's a very foundational thing that we have to do in order to come up with the correct data set. And let's have a look. This is something that really happened in all these relevant stakeholder. We have the general public, the insured person, insurer, and also the OIC who provide services. And you can see that the linkage of these data information is there. It's complicated. People will come and ask about insurance, and the insured person will ask about their own policy, and the insurer has to answer the question. And so when the general public cannot find their answers, what do they think of? They think of OIC, right? And so all the policy will be information will be answered by our staff. And so that's what happened. And so that's the use case diagram. So here you can see OIC Connect. What kind of service does it provide? You can see that we give out advice and we provide insurance knowledge, and then here the complaint is very popular. And the third one is, this one is you can actually check the agent and broker information, and the last one is you can view your policy, and this last function is applicable now. It can work. So with agentic AI, what does it do to help us, right? And so if someone asks about the
พอเองเนี่ยก็สามารถที่จะ
benefit lapse or about some other information, they can use this language. So it's kind of like ChatGPT. They answer in a simple manner, and also it will tell you what kind of document is required, and it actually acts like human, and it's kind of like similar to chatbot and can actually do the coordination work. It can help with the person identification verification, and it can tell you different compensations that you will get, and also and you can help with the confirmation of the appointment as well. And so with this agentic AI system, it can work, and I'll show you the back end of it and how it works. And this is the back end So the starting point is that we use line AO, right? And so the insured person think that getting compensation for 10 days is not okay because they actually takes 15 days to repair. And the agentic AI will analyze the topic that is being asked by the insured person about the loss of use compensation, and then the OIC information about the loss of use compensation can be retrieved to answer the client. And so all this is the use of technology, and this is AI technology, and this is the division of work and dissemination of work to the AI. And you can see that there is division of work here. And so this is the rough picture and flow chart, and let me show you this. So the big structure of agentic AI, I'm going to explain in a way that people here would understand. So basically on the top left hand side, this is controller. So this is the main AI to make decisions whether who they are going to delegate the work to, or who's going to use what information. And this AI agent, we have two parts. We have live and non-live. And so when we divide the experts, they can work in specific topic. And the important part is that I think that everyone know is LLM, right? You know, large language models. So we use ChatGPT. They can answer like a human in every aspect. So it depends on the data that we have. And the importance of data is that we connect API to different things. And you can see that these APIs and tools will allow AI to work properly. And the important is the data source, and you can see that AI can work real time. And you can see here, this is the workflow of agentic AI. And here we discovered from our work in this project, we saw that agentic AI helps us to get a clearer information, and the information that answers to the point. And so the second thing is that the system design, we have to connect data real time in order for us to work efficiently. And so that's the second point. The third point is that the result from work, we can see that AI can answer just as almost as good as the real expert. And the last one is it's about recommendation. On the language, people want language to be more simplified, and data connection will allow the AI to retrieve data more easily and real time. And this will actually help elevate the service provided by the government sector. And so the next part, you can see that after using the existing system, there are problems about system and the complicated procedures. And for those who are not in the insurance world, you'll find that the language is really hard. And so the work is kind of like chatbot. So when we ask, they answer. But agentic AI, they talk to us like human. And it's very clear that language complexity is something that we need to fix. Otherwise, people will just ask for staff, human staff. But agentic AI will solve this problem. And another thing is about the expectation that technology will help with the operation. So this is according to the survey. So you can see that all of them almost score 100%. People expect that AI technology will help providing information. People think that when they ask question, AI will help answering and to provide advice as well. Advice about their rights as the insured person, and also they would like to have AI to advise the claim procedure, because otherwise we have to wait and wait for the staff to answer. And also when it's an agentic AI, it can actually help coordinate and proceed with matters, and it can help tell us the current status of the matter that is at hand. And so this reiterate the fact that people are looking forward using to using agentic AI. We can see that 98% is interested or very interested. People think that agentic AI can enhance OIC Connect, and it can also increase the efficiency in the provision of information and reducing the burden of the staff, and it allows the people to understand about their policy, and this is a transparent way to work. And the last thing about its importance is that when we have all this structure, the information is not just there and finished, but we need all this information and train the AI. So we have to look at the risk and governance aspect as well. So let's hear from our handsome lawyer คุณสุเมธ ป. ศิริวิกร Thank you so much.
ก็
So I'm the representative of the group, and also I'd like to present on the risk as well as governance. It's undeniable that we saw the teams of students who came and present, and we know that AI is very useful, as well as the Gen AI, which is the most modern technology. It helps the work of the public and private sector, and it helps a lot with the work, and it helps enhance the understanding of the general public, but it comes with the risks as well as other things that you may have known on there are news on the internet that there are some risks associated with the use of Gen AI. And so, of course, this report will not complete if we don't address about the risks and what should be the governance framework in the case that we used generative AI in our project. And so we think that when using agentic AI, the risks are as follows. 5 risks. The first one is the personal data issue, and as we all know that when we use Gen AI to process data, we are using a lot of information from the consumer to process and to answer them, and we have to connect this with the OIC data. And if the data is not well protected and if it's leaked, it will create a lot of damage to the government as well as to the general public. And so we have to ensure that data is well protected. And the second one is accuracy of the data. It's undeniable that this is very important, because there are a number of cases that we see from other countries that sometimes we use agentic AI to respond to questions from the consumers or customer, or sometimes AI use the wrong information to answer or give the wrong information, and so the user have a misunderstanding, and then when they do what AI suggested, then it caused damage later on, and there may be some litigation after that, and there would be legal liability that comes with it. So when agentic AI can process information and can answer the questions, the technology adopter has to put importance on the fact that it can process and use the data correctly. And the next thing is cyber security threat. And so we can see every day on the news that there are some cyber attacks, and especially when there's more advancement in technology, the perpetrator will use technology as a threat to our system. We can see that there are deepfake technology or impersonation through the voice or the face, or faking or fabricating information or documents. And so using this technology would have to have a prevention, a protection system against cyber threats. And the fourth one is the incompliance liability. And because all these risks, I mean, if we do things and then things go wrong, then there are laws protecting the consumer, be it the PDPA law, or there's now the draft AI law in process. So there's a liability in administrative, civil, and criminal law. And so if there is litigation, there would be subsequent consequences. And lastly, the belief of the consumers. How can we ensure that the consumers, when they use OIC Connect and when they're talking and responding to the AI that is not human, how can we be sure that the consumers know that this is AI? And if they are not sure or confident, if they want to go and contact our staff, we should have a dedicated channel for them. So this is a balance that we have to make when we adopt the agentic AI in the OIC Connect. And our group, we think that in order to adopt this AI, what do we have to have? We have to have good governance in using this agentic AI and OIC Connect, because this is an international principle basically, and whoever adopts AI in their business, what do they have to have? They have to have good governance in managing the AI, which a number of countries started to have. For example, EU, and I understand that Thailand is now trying to come up with this framework or guideline to on governance of AI. And so we think that using agentic AI, we should control and have risk management framework when it is being used in the insurance business, and it should cover these topics. The first one is to secure data safety, and we have to ensure that there's data security, strict data security, and safe data access. And secondly, be it generative AI or agentic AI, we have to make sure that it can actually develop itself from the work that is being carried out with the consumers. So whenever they get the information, they can keep improving themselves. And what do we have to be careful of? So we have to make sure that they don't improve themselves in the wrong way. Sometimes they get information from a number of sources and misunderstand that they should answer in a certain way, but there should be human to monitor and control whether the development of these agentic or generative AI is going into the right direction. And the third one is to come up with the data collection standards. Of course, there are a lot of policy from different companies that is being sent into the system. There are many formats of data, and in order to compile all this data into the same format, it is very important that we do so. And otherwise it would be hard for AI to understand. There may be some mistakes in providing the advice. And fourthly, there should be an inspection and monitoring and evaluation consistently. And every time you use AI, we have to monitor and also evaluate consistently. We should not do once in a big while, because we want to ensure we implement preventive measures and see if the generative AI or agentic AI are providing wrong advice. If we know this beforehand, we can solve the problem before it happens. And next, training and educating. This is also very important because if the users don't understand or have the knowledge at all, it actually impacts the way that we can help prevent the problems from happening in the future. And next, ensuring transparency in the work of Gen AI or agentic AI. So of course, there are different channels of service that we provide to consumers. We have to make sure it's transparent. And next, we have to be prepared for the cyber attacks. This is as important as other items. There should be the monitoring mechanism. We have to have multi-step verification, ID verification to prevent the cyber attack. We have to have the system to detect any suspicious activity. We have to have security system. We have to have hacking, test hacking session. We have to also have preventive measures for cyber threats as well. And a number of organization is keeping up with the movement or updates in this matter. So they have to monitor the upcoming or emerging threats so that we can be prepared. And lastly, what we need to have in the governance is that we have to have the end user agreements as well. So this is to say the limitation of the agentic AI, talk about legal liability and also contact channels, which allows the users to contact human staff in case they need to. So this is in line with what we propose in the model. Although we have the OIC Connect, but we have the channel where users can connect to OIC if they need to. And so that's the overview of the risk and governance in the use of agentic AI from our group. So I'd like to invite Kun Win to summarize this part again.
ขอบคุณนะครับ ต้องบอกว่าการพัฒนาต้นแบบ
So I have to say that developing a pilot like this is not easy. What we have gone through numbers of challenges and limitations are, for example, first, the complexity of the policy. If we want to further this campaign, because we know that there are diverse types and details of policy depending on the time period and the company yourselves, in order to create a standard where you can be aligned and allow the AI to give you the right answer, this is the first challenge. The second challenge is the data structure. Different companies collect data differently, and let alone the fact that the OIC also have a different data structure. By having so many data structures, it makes setting a standard for data structure that allows agentic AI to work more accurately. This is another very big challenge. Thirdly, to integrate with the existing or legacy system. In order to apply agentic AI, we need to connect it with system like OIC Connect. The question is, how can we set a standard value or format in order to interpret or translate data from many sources or many databases into OIC Connect as smooth as possible. This is some of the limitations that we have seen. Number 4, about legal risks. We need to control the right to access, especially for the agentic AI to access certain data in order to prevent violations in terms of PDPA. And lastly, and most importantly, we need to gain trust from the users and from general public. How can we make them trust in using the agentic AI? Because it can really provide you a more accurate answer. However, in order to provide accurate data or answer, it shouldn't be interpreted as providing legal aids or advices. And within our teams, we also have additional suggestion for the OIC in order to further develop this application, including the policy recommendations such as setting a standard for AI for insurance business, which limits the liabilities and especially by indicating that the advices from agentic AI is not counted as the legal advice. Secondly, we need to set a framework for AI governance framework so the developers who use AI and apply data from different formats and sources to train the AI to be able to use the data to develop AI and to assess the answer. They need to be comprehensive and transparent in its nature. And thirdly, you need to promote the collaboration between public and private sectors in order to develop this system together. We can start with a small sandbox where we can test the connection between internal and external database, for example. Fourthly, it is about the communication and promotion, especially to gain awareness in regards of AI among the general public, because they need to be aware that there is a limitation. It cannot give you all the answer, and in some cases we still need to use human being to give you the answer, because in the end we still need to have human in the loop. And lastly, in terms of policy, we want to see the personal data protection, which is very important, as you can see. Secondly, we also have some strategic recommendations. In order to develop this application further, we also need to develop the centralized database, especially for a standard policy. Unless, without standard, the data that we use to train the AI cannot be really aligned. And secondly, we should set up workshops together between public and private agencies so we can be sure that we see all aspects of the AI development in a more comprehensive manner. And thirdly, we want to improve the people or public know-how in AI and to expand the AIC Connects usages. And lastly, for further development, we want to implement this system in the private sector's businesses and to improve the content and consider other technological applications. And lastly, I want to conduct a more serious testing and assessment. So it took us from the Super Leader Insurance Program for 3 months to develop this research. And thank you so much for your attention. And once again, please give a big round of applause for our third cohort of Advanced Insurance Science Super Leader Insurance Program. Thank you so much for our presenters.
นี่แหละครับมาพรีเซนต์กันตรงนี้
So that was quite a presentation, and we also have some token of appreciation for the presenting team. May I invite the Secretary General from the OIC, Mr. Chuchat Pramunpon, to join us on the stage and present the token of appreciation to our Super Leader Insurance Program, Cohort 3.
มีของให้ท่านละ1 ชิ้นนะครับ
So thank you very much. That's a package for each of you, and thank you for sharing with us how we develop the pilot model for the agentic AI and how we can further improve the OIC Connects, and I hope that it benefits everybody in Thai insurance industry. And once again, please give it up to the Super Leadership Insurance Program team and also the Secretary General of the OIC. Coming up next, we have a very important moment because it will be the awarding ceremony for the cohort 13 of the Advanced Insurance Science Program, and that includes the honorable mentions, and there are 4 awards for the honorable mentions awards and distinguished and highly distinguished awards. So to make sure that everybody is looking good on the stage and we can record it in the picture, so please stay with your team. So guys, you know who your team members are, so we can invite everyone to the stage at the same time, and then we will have a chance for photo opportunities for all winners, for highly distinguished and distinguished teams. But now let's take 15 minutes break before we proceed to the awarding ceremony. Let's take 15 minutes break and we will see you again in 15 minutes.
ท่านผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านครับอีกสักครู่ช่วงสุด
guests, and we will have our last session of the International Insurance Symposium 2025, and it's about to begin. And we will have the award presentation for the academic work of the students who are the advanced entrance program students, and there would be a presentation of the two groups who actually won the excellent and great award. And so please be seated once again, and I would like you to be seated right now and also be with your group as well, for those who are going to receive the award from the Secretary General of the OIC, we will start our event very, very soon. So I'd like to thank you for all your participation. Please be seated. Thank you.
กลับเข้าสู่ช่วงสุด
So this is the last session of our International Insurance Symposium 2025, and you are still with me, Lek Monchai. And now it's a very important moment for the advanced insurance program students, class 13. Can I hear from you? And so you are very active generation and very commendable. And now we will see what is going on and the impression that we get from the advanced insurance program. And so this program is for high-level executives from all sectors to allow them to understand about insurance sector and risk management, and we can work together to make better things for this insurance and to brainstorm different ideas from experts, and most importantly, we will get recommendations to develop the insurance system so that it's more effective and efficient. And so this program, for those who are following us on the online platform in the OIC Facebook and YouTube, they have started learning since June until November 2025, and they have come up with 6 group of academic works. And so I would like to congratulate you all for finishing this advanced insurance program, class 13. Please give yourself a big round of applause. So that's very quick, right? And so now it is an important moment for the announcement and the presentation of award for the teams, and we will start with presenting the commendable award. First, there were 4 prizes for that, and then there would be the excellent award, and followed by outstanding award. And I will announce GP followed by number. And so it's time for advanced entrance program class 13. I would like to invite Kun Chu Chat Pramarnphol, the Secretary General of the OIC, to be on the stage, please. So you will receive the award from the Secretary General of the OIC. And I will start the announcement of the Commendable Award for the year 2025. There are 4 awards. When I announce, please also cheer so that everyone get excited. And the Commendable Award, the first one goes to GP2, the exchange and integration of information on health and the insurance data. Please go on the stage, GP2. Congratulations to GP2. Please come and receive your award from the Secretary General of the OIC. Congratulations to the group and your graduation from the Advanced Insurance Program. This is GP2. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And now you can rest downstairs of the stage. And this is the first Commendable Award, and we have 3 more to go. So this is GP2, the exchange and integration of data on health and insurance data. And next is the second Commendable Award, which goes to GP3. So the cause of the misunderstanding about standard health insurance and the way to communicate to increase understanding and to create a sustainable protection. So please come up the stage to receive your award from the Secretary General of the OIC.
GP3 นะครับ
GP3. So there are more representatives coming up, and please wait on the stage.
เอาละครับยินดีด้วย
Congratulations to GP3. And the next commendable award goes to GP5. The way to enhance the integration of ESG in insurance business for sustainability. So please send the representatives from GP5 to receive the award. So these are members of GP5. So this is a very proud moment of everyone. You are receiving the award from the Secretary General of the OIC. Congratulations to GP5. Congratulations. And don't forget to have a group photo. And the last commendable award, the fourth one, goes to GP6. Enhancement and educating on the awareness of making insurance according to the Road Accident Protection Act in amongst the motorbike in the university.
ยินดีด้วยครับ ยินดีด้วย
So congratulations to GP6.
และเรา
And now we have 2 GPs left. We have 2 GPs left, and one of these 2 GPs will receive the outstanding award, and the other group goes to excellent reward. And now I'm going to announce the excellent reward in the year 2025. The excellent award goes to GP4. The development of health insurance products for people who have medical history. So congratulations to the receiver of the excellent award, GP4.
ชมหน้าของผู้ที่ได้รับรางวัล
So these are the members of those who receive excellent award.
ขอแสดงความยินดีและขอ
Congratulations and give it up for GP4. Congratulations. And you are receiving the award from the Secretary General of the OIC, and the last and the biggest award, which is the Outstanding Award for the year 2025, goes to GP1. GP1 on the mechanism of the Thai natural disaster through sustainable AI driven model. And so here is the members of the GP1 and the advisor. Please come on the stage to take a photo together. Here, these are members of GP1.
ใช้โมเดล
They use the model that is developed by AI and to work on the natural disaster insurance mechanism.
เดี๋ยวมี
And we will also take a video from the right hand side. Please look at the right hand side.
เยี่ยม
Great. Congratulations to GP1.
ขอเสียงปรบมือ
Please give it up to the members of GP1, the advisor Ajahn Piyawadi, and thanks to the Secretary General of the OIC, Mr. Chuchat Pramunpon, for presenting the award for all of the groups. And next we will hear the presentation of the academic works from two groups, and we will start from the Excellent Award team first, which is from GP1, and followed by the Outstanding Award first, and then Excellent Award later. And so we will start with the first group that received the Outstanding Award from the Advanced Insurance Program, Class 13, on the Natural Disaster Insurance Mechanism through AI-driven model for sustainability. Please.
ทุกปีประเทศไทยต้องเผชิญกับภัยพิบัติในหลายรูปแบบน้ำท่วมพายุไฟไหม้และทุกครั้งที่เกิดขึ้นธุรกิจขนาดกลางและขนาดย่อมหรือ SME คือกลุ่มที่รับผลกระทบหนักที่สุดหลายรายต้องหยุดกิจการชั่วคราวหรือปิดตัวลงอย่างถาวรเพราะไม่มีระบบประกันภัยรองรับความเสียหายขณะที่ประชาชน
cannot access to the protection, and in the past the government has a lot of measures to help them, but it's not sustainable because they didn't tackle the root cause of the problem and they don't connect the risk management in the economic and society level. And so that's why GP1 started studying and understanding about the new way to have insurance and use it as the risk management tools for the country. This will help the government and private and general public to help and ensure economic stability, social stability, and also scale up to long-term sustainability. So good afternoon, I'm Gong. Good afternoon, I'm Bon. I'm class 13, GP1 from Advanced Insurance Program. So let's get serious here. For our group on the Thai natural disaster mechanism through sustainable AI-driven model, actually, the natural disaster that happened is not an emerging risk anymore. We can see examples for many incidents that happen. The recent one is in Hat Yai. Hat Yai is a good example. And the water came really fast and people evacuated not in time, and a lot of deaths, and the recent death tolls is 140 deaths, and there's economic damage of around 20 billion Thai baht according to the Thai Chamber of Commerce evaluation assessment. And so if you are in a risk area, what you can do all along is that you can only wait for the government to help you, but that's very slow, complicated to get reimbursement, and the money that you get is not that much. But from the budget perspective, it's actually quite a large amount of money. But if you want to buy insurance to reduce the risk for yourself and help yourself so that you can restore and revive your business after the disaster, if you're in the risk area, the premium may be high, or the insurance companies may not accept your purchase from the beginning. And so GP1 was thinking about the way to tackle this problem. So we focus on SME because SME is the business units that are important, and they are everywhere in the community. And at the same time, they have limited resources to revive themselves after the disaster. So GP1 talked to a number of people, including the government, including the Fiscal Policy Office, OIC, as well as the private sector, and also the General Insurance Association, and also SME Council as well. And so we got a lot of inputs, and we compiled these inputs and see which one is the most feasible to implement. And we chose 3 ways that we can do things here. And so the first one is that we should have a new insurance mechanism. And the second thing is that we think that we should allow ESG fund to invest through issuing of catastrophe bond or green bond. Thirdly, we should use AI to manage the risk management data and also to provide service, a rapid and prompt service for the clients and customers. And according to what Kun Kung has said, our group thought to use this model in the natural disaster insurance, and we call it Thai Resilience Re. And so this is reinsurance basically. And from our perspective, we want to reduce this dependency the insurer from overseas. We can see that in the past, when there's a lot of damage, the insurance in our country, we usually keep the risk ourselves, but at a limited amount. The retention ratio is very low. For example, if the premium is 100 baht, the insurance company in our country may have the retention ratio of 5%, and then we reinsure to other country. And when there's a foreign reinsurance company, when they take the risk, they don't take the risk from one country, but they take the risk from all over the world. And when there's a risk, for example, the Philippines, they have flooding, or there's wildfire in the States, or if there's hurricane or storms, these disasters make them pay out with the central fund that they have, and that actually affect the reinsurance cost. And so with this problem, when reinsurer increase the reinsurance cost, it actually affect the insurance companies, and the insurance company in Thailand would have to increase the premium, and that impact the consumers, the people who buy insurance. And so the Thai Resilience Re is trying to reduce the dependency on reinsurer. And if you look at this flow chart, you will see that the insured person, this group in particular is the SME, and SME, they buy the policy, they pay for the premium to the insurance company. The insurance company is the first layer to accept to bear the risk, and then the insurers transfer parts of the premium. And so let's say that it's X% of the premium. They transfer this to Thai Resilience Re, and this is the second layer. And the other part is that it will be transferred to another reinsurer, which is a foreign one. You can see the red line at the bottom here. And we think that in the future, this red line at the bottom, where it is sent by the Thai company, should be reduced so that we can still remain the money in the country. And in the next diagram, we will see the government sector here that will take part in this. This will reduce the burden of the government as well. And the insured person also have to bear their own risk in buying the insurance first, or getting themselves insured first.
Now, the way we work, at the moment, we need to use AI to support, because based on the challenges that we learned from our study, there were numbers of problems. This is pretty much as presented by the previous SLI program from the previous cohort. Most people don't understand why do they have to pay for the premium or to insure themselves, because it creates more cost, and sometimes there's a mismatch between the demand and the product. and we need to find out why, and especially in terms of the risk that is held by the insured. And the process can be very complicated too. There are many steps, and the documentation is lengthy, and it takes even longer to wait for the policy. And whenever there's an incident, they need to call the call center for the insurance company themselves. And it's not very easy to get somebody to take their calls. And when you think about the claim process, when you dispatch a surveyor, then the survey really takes a long period of time. And if there's some document missing, they cannot really continue with the claim. It takes a very long time, including the claim and compensation, and even the compensation approval, let alone payment, that can be delayed even further. So we believe that we can use the AI system to help us improve the situation since from the first step, starting with building a platform to disseminate the knowledge for the insured. So people can learn about the insurance, and what insurance means is to transfer some risk from you to the insurance company. And we should also provide information about different types of insurance where anyone can access. In terms of product, what kind of product do we really want? In this case, we want to develop AI advisor to help explaining why this kind of business in this kind of location will face this kind of situation, and these are the options that you should take, and what are the risks that you are facing. The AI advisor can help providing you the answer. And regarding the application, we can use eKYC system and also e-consent to minimize the paper documents. And if the application is simplified, hence the policy can be e-policy and simplified. We can do some e-policy, but not across the board yet. Most of the cases, it is travel policy where you can do e-policy, but most other types of insurance like motor insurance, home insurance, and other risks, the problem is they still need to hold paper documents. It's a big booklet because they were afraid that without this document they can claim. We need to change the mindset for our users. Everybody can be done through the AI. They can apply through eKYC, for example. And for the notification, they can submit their claim using the application to connect with the claim team. It can be linked to other teams such as underwriters too. And during the claim process, we can also use the NatSaf pictures. In case of flood, for example, we don't really know what's going on in that particular area. We can use the satellite image to help us verify the location based on latitude and longitude to verify the location and how it is affected, or if the location is within the location. This image system can be done in real time, and then it can help improve the speed for the claim approval and also the payment. We also think about prompt pay system. Like when you get your tax return, you get your tax return through prompt pay. So we can use the same system to help accelerate the claim payment process. So this is how we can use AI to capture all of these steps and accelerate the process. But we cannot just do it right away. We will need to do some tests in the sandbox. We also follow 3 key criteria. First, we need to set the areas first, and then second is the business, and thirdly, the system. During our work, we identified a location in Chiang Mai, and the business operators are SMEs who are our target sectors, because there are more than 50,000 SMEs within the area. And in terms of the system, we are exploring numbers of indexes such as the parametric flood and heavy rain indices, and we apply these data. And once we have decided to go with Chiang Mai as the pilot area, we conduct our test in 4 quarters. We started with setting up Thai Resilience Re in the sandbox through the sandbox fund. And in the second quarter, we will continue to develop the indices or parametric index that we use, such as the rain index and the claim system. In the third quarter, we will start selling our policy within the model, simulation model, and to test whether if it serves the demand or if there is any challenge or shortcoming. We pilot this through the simulation and we will slowly expand. We started with 50,000 SMEs in Chiang Mai, but in the fourth quarter, we will use the results from quarter 3 to analyze and to further assess the feasibility before we roll out. So this is the sandbox that we designed. And our strategy will cover about 10-year period because we want our plan to be more sustainable and not just another short-term plan without any continuity or without even completing anything. For 10 years, we divide our strategies into 5 phases. The first 5 years will be phase 1 to phase 4, and then year 6 to year 10, it will be our 5th phase. In phase 1, like we mentioned, we want to start with a sandbox. And within the sandbox, we want to prove the concept. And if 1 year is not enough, we might expand the sandbox time. And that will take us to the second phase, where we will replicate our sandbox in Chiang Mai in other locations and across the country. And then in phase 3, during phase 3, we will continue to further develop our products based on catastrophe model. We might cover even other products such as EV, vehicle insurance, cyber insurance, and even climate risk. And that will lead us to the 4th phase in the 5th year. This phase will take time to help us design the basic legal structure and to connect the data from all insurance companies, 47 major insurance companies who are non-life insurance companies. We want to integrate the data and to make sure that all the data are aligned. And for the first five years, if we can complete everything in the first 5 years, we believe that we can expand to other countries in ASEAN, and that will be the 5th phase. We already set our goal to set up catastrophe funds in the 5th phase. And Kun Kung, can you please take it over? So that was the overview of the mechanism that we proposed. And for policy recommendations, I have 5 key recommendations, but let me group them into 3 main groups. So external, internal, and back office. So starting with external, and that goes to the general public. We want to improve the people's financial literacy, especially insurance literacy, so people understand more about the roles of insurance and how they can mitigate and manage the risk for you. And from the internal point of view, we know that this mechanism is more about the collaboration between 47 insurance companies, but the government has to be involved anyhow. But it is the question of how the government will be involved, and that goes with the current regulations and especially the roles of the government. What we believe the government can do is to provide co-financing, especially on the premium side. We have some examples from the crop insurance. The government can provide us the support maybe up to 40% before we decrease the number down to 30, 20, and lower in the next phases. In terms of premium, do you want to make it compulsory? I would like to leave it for a long-term goal because that requires legislation, which might take a long-term approach. And once we can consolidate 47 companies and the government, we need to set up a steering committee to help us identify who's going to do what. So everybody knows about their roles and responsibility, and we have to make sure that we walk on the same direction. And on the top of the sandbox, we also need to have an overseeing committee to help us evaluate and provide some feedback so we can improve the sandbox before we launch countrywide. For the back office, first thing first, we believe that we should integrate our data. In Thailand, we believe that Thai Resilience Re should be the center of different types of data from different agencies, including water resource, meteorological, Agista, or even the local agencies, so we can create a more accurate risk database. And lastly, we want to promote InsurTech ecosystem so we can provide more services and make it more convenient for our customers and the general public. I believe that the OIC already started that for quite some time, as we already allow people to file their claim through line chat application. We want to follow suit and we want to get the same promotion and support. So in summary for Thai Resilience Re, to recap, so Thai Resilience Re is, we want Thai Resilience Re to be a way to change risk to readiness. And this actually is aligned with the 5th development plan, strategy number 2, to improve the insurance system. So our insurance systems can handle larger catastrophe as well as new types of risk to become the foundation of Thai economy and society. Thai Resilience Re will play an important role in helping SME to have access to insurance and to better manage their risks. And at the same time, it can help improving the penetration rate for the insurance business as well. The benefits for Thai Resilience Re is on the top of the list for me. As a civil servant, we also need to start by thinking about the budgeting, because in the long run, it can help reducing the reliance on the government's budget. And eventually, we know that it is our job to serve the people, but the dependency on the budgeting will be decreased, so the customers or the people can stand on their own with insurance and protection. And with that, it can help us improve our disaster response. And that includes our general populations and also businesses across the country, especially SME. And we want to be more proactive in order to prepare and improve our readiness for the climate disaster, which is part of ESG too. And the last point, I believe that this should be a very good beginning point to help us prepare for new types of products and insurance, such as EV vehicles, like you mentioned. There are still numbers of issues within the industry for how to manage EV and what about cyber risk and other risks. This can be applied to other products and other risks, especially emerging risks. And we can also further develop this mechanism and to go region-wide. We are looking at an opportunity to be the center of ASEAN Disaster Risk and Resilience Hub. All in all, this is the concept that we brought up during our study, but it requires collaboration between the government and the private sectors. And this is meant to serve our people and for the country's stability. And whenever the disaster comes, you know what to do. Thank you very much, Kun Natawut Konasti from the Department of the Fiscal Policy and also Economy, as well as from representative from TV Prakan Pai Public Company Limited. And this is GP1. Congratulations for the highest award for the cohort. So please take a seat. You will need some rest after the presentation for sure. After we have learned about the highly distinguished group, let us go to the second or the runner-up for the excellence work or distinguished works on the presentation on how we develop the health insurance for people with history. So please welcome Ms. Duanapara Sisuk, the director from Thai Prakan Chivit or Thai Life Insurance, as well as Dr. Busara Siriwansaan, the assistant to the Dean of the Department of Property and Procurement, Sirirat Hospital. Hey, how are you? I wanted to buy insurance, but I couldn't do that. I don't know why. Do you have conditions? I think you are not a drinker. But at our age, we have some issues, right? You know, fatty acids and all the things. Yeah, I actually have high lipid level too. And I don't know if I can find an insurance. Congratulations. How can I help you? Which products do you want to know? I have high fat, high sugar, and high cholesterol, and slightly hypertension. I don't take any meds, but I have taken good care of myself for a couple of years. Certainly, let me share with you a few options. Okay, diabetes, pressure, and lipid. But in the future, you might suffer from other NCDs. So most people will reject your claim for sure. I take the best care of myself. I just want to go back to normal unless I cannot buy insurance. NCD is like a curse, but should it be a lifelong curse?
ค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ ขอสลับ
Good afternoon, Mr. Secretary General and ladies and gentlemen, and my dear WAPASO 13 friends. So I am Dr. Mel and I am Jiu. We are both from GP4. And we would like to share with you our study on the Opportunity Health Insurance Project. And our team came up with this idea based on the data during our study. At present, Thai people suffer heavily from NCD or non-communicable diseases, which can be severe. And the trend is going up every day to the point where it will become Thai people's crisis. The concept behind the Opportunity Health Insurance is that we want to develop some innovative products for health insurance for those who have NCD history. We want to change the way we deliver the NCDs from being the risk group to be our health partner where we can work together. But before we get to the product itself, Dr. Mel, can you share with us about the current situation? What is the NCD situation in Thailand and how big is this crisis? From the medical point of view, we don't want to leave these people behind because NCD patients in Thailand is a world-class and country problem because we know that there will be more and more patients because some people say that hey, it's non-communicable, it's not so severe, but NCD I'm talking about includes diabetes, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, and also cancers, gout, and also lung issue, which is non-communicable, but it is all behavioral. These diseases caused by your behavior. And based on the survey, we found that about 16 million people are suffering. Actually, the number this year is higher. This one is from last year's. 16 million plus people are suffer from NCDs, and we spent 1.6 trillion baht for the treatment, and that's equivalent of 9% of GDP, and let alone other loss due to the loss of productivity and leaves and other gaps. This is a very big gap, and I believe that you have experience with people coming to you and they share with you that hey, you look healthy, but how come you cannot buy health insurance? How come you get rejected? This is one of the reasons. And within our team, we came up with an idea to work with maybe one of the most prioritized diseases, and we see opportunities with diabetes, hypertension, and hyperlipidemia or high blood sugar. But the problem is about 50% they don't even know because you don't do your annual checkup. But once you have come to some experience, you started to think about insurance, and when you go to the doctor, oh, you got these issues, and then you cannot buy the insurance. So we want to know what can we do, how can we help them, and even worse, these are some of the synergistic risks, especially for the heart disease. If you get 1, 2, or 3 diseases, mean 3 times the chance that you will get cardiovascular diseases. So why don't we do something to help them take better care of themselves rather than just reject them, something to help them improve their behavior? And the government already provide the lead, but why don't we follow suit in the industry? Like Dr. Mel said, I just want to share with you the overview of the current situation first. We found that most people who suffer from NCDs, whenever they want to purchase an policy, there are some protection gaps. Most life insurance company will use certain criteria to underwrite, and there are 3 main criteria, especially for people with health history. First, they tend to reject. They don't want to let these people, or basically the company don't want to take care of this risk. And second, they might provide some provisional or some exception, so they might exempt you from your NCDs in the history. Or thirdly, they increase the premium. But by increasing the premium to a certain point, they just want to cover the risk. But from the customer point of view, they might feel that the premium is not affordable and it holds them back from having access to health insurance. And this becomes the protection gap that we were talking about. And with this gap, what can we do in order to come up with an innovative product in order to help us close the gap? So we proposed the innovation for health insurance, and we call it opportunity health insurance. We want to change our perspectives or change the paradigm from the existing model where we underwrite people based on their health history, from our customers' health history, to the way we look at their current health situation, plus the determination to improve their health conditions in the near future. We have some frameworks and there are 4 guidelines. First, we look at innovation in underwriting. From our traditional underwriting, yes or no underwriting processes based on their health history, we want to change to underwriting based on their current health situation and the opportunity in managing their health conditions. Secondly, we want to look at the possibility in terms of actuarial statistics. We know that we can use actuarial science to help us evaluate the situation and to leverage on the data that can reflect the risk level since from the beginning of the underwriting process and even the claim and compensation. And to ensure sustainability of this product, we want to introduce numbers of programs where they can increase or decrease the premium in the future, so this product can be sustained. And the fourth is the behavioral economy, focusing on the customers where maybe Dr. Mel can share with us in the next few minutes. But we want to encourage them to join the program to improve their health conditions so they can get some incentives back from this product. And lastly, it is about the technology or digital technology, where we want to leverage on the digital technology platform to help us collect the data and help us with the analysis, evaluation, as well as communication with the customers. So in terms of the products, our strength is we want to provide opportunity for people who has health history. Among these top three diseases, diabetes, hypertension, and hyperlipidemia, who can control their behavior and health conditions. And we also have numbers of programs to promote and support them. They can enjoy some discount if they can improve their health. And we also have the lump sum pay and also other plans, as well as we also provide a long-term life protection up to 99 years old. So this is, in a way, it's a health insurance, but it sounds like life insurance. Certainly, yes. But like I previously explained, there are certain criteria for the induction as well as the compensation as well as pricing. So how can we do that? In this case, we need to go to the expert. How can we give the opportunity for these patients? But the insurance company, yes, it has to be acceptable for you too, not just for our customers. So we have been looking at among the top three, diabetes, hypertension, and hyperlipidemia. We have to take into account the kidney disease because it will be part of the jigsaw that we know that with these three conditions, it might cause more burden to the kidney, and also BMI too. For the first column, we want to start with people who are still manageable, who still take good care of themselves. This is our key target groups, because people who used to have this condition, but they have improved their health condition and things are getting back to normal or close to normal, we should give them the opportunity to be insured. And the second column in the center is we want to give opportunity for people who are putting their effort into it. They are not there yet, but we need to promote them with some opportunities because we know that there's a very good chance for them to get back to normal. And the last group is there is no tendency for them to be able to control their condition. So these criteria can be the place where we have to reject them, unfortunately. From Kun Jill's presentation, how can we calculate the premium so we make sure that this project is affordable and also sustainable? Yes, we came up with the criteria for the induction or the first year premium calculation. For the first year premium calculation, we are focusing on the standardized premium for people with normal health to begin with. With normal health, we will continue with factoring in numbers of risk rating based on their conditions or their current health situation, such as if they have like diabetes in the history, we might add some percentage to the premium. Or if they have some other comorbidities, like Dr. Mel said, we might have to increase some of the premiums. You may not understand this from this math, but let me share with you some real example. Let's say based on this table, Mr. A has history in hypertension and hyperlipidemia. We will increase the premium based on the standard pricing for normal health by 20%, so it's 10 plus 10. If they also have other diseases or comorbidities, we will have to add another 5% based on the factors. But it doesn't just go up. If the customer can prove that they can control their conditions, and that includes all of these diseases and other relevant factors and comorbidities within the past 2 years, we can also provide them some discounts too. So we provide them discounts from the induction, yes, from the first year, certainly. And these are some of the protection plan that we proposed. So there are 2 packages with the total amount of 1 million baht and 2 million baht. And that covers the medical fees and other fees, 3,000 baht per day and 5,000 baht per day, and the rest will be as actual use. We can also add other deductible programs too, in case where the customer also co-pay or they also have other protections. You can also purchase this program with other deductibles, which will decrease the premium even further. So is it a lot? 1 million, 2 million? In terms of medical protections, 1 to 2 million might not be that high if you compare with other comprehensive protection programs, but this is a very good beginning. We just want to share some protections where we could offer to these groups of customers so they can enjoy these protections, and if they can take good care of themselves, and once their condition comes back to normal, maybe they can get another consideration for other programs or as if they are normal. So first year induction and premium calculation, we can also leverage on the co-payment mechanism as another mechanism to help us mitigate the risk for the insurance company. For the customers, they can also factor in the co-payment in their program because this product's mechanism is actually based on how they take care of themselves and also their claim rates too. So for the first year, it has already been tailor-made to suit with each person. Mr. A, Mr. B, and Mr. C might have different starting point, but once they are in, they can follow the mechanism and the result may be different. But the point is we want to promote health-conscious people. So clinical conditions is one thing. We want people to have access to these services, but on the other hand, we want to encourage people who try. So if they have positive behavior, they should get extra points. Maybe let me share with you some examples. Let's say Mr. Tam, for example. This is Mr. Tam. He suffers from high fat and high diabetes. So they might have to pay extra premium during the year 1. But if he start like smoke cessation, you know that if you stop smoking, it really do a lot for your NCD conditions. And they already start follow numbers of programs promoted by the government. He takes better care of themselves. He take all the vaccination. He start joining running clubs. And even though the second time Kun Tam did the lab test, some of the values improve. So we can follow some of the point system, like for the best score of 1,000, maybe he can get 750 out of 1,000 points. So the whole year, Kun Tam could collect 6,000 points and more. And with that, he can do a lot with the points. But let me share with you about the point system. These points can be notified in real-time manner or maybe weekly report. For example, you have done this, maybe you can get some discounts for buying a sport watch. Maybe you can have some discount from the fitness membership fees. And as Kun Tam submit more results from the blood test, for example, every 3 months or 6 months, which is pretty normal for these people with NCDs. So he already have to go to the hospital. He just have to send his results, and we can use all of the results to calculate the total point where Kun Tam can enjoy, or whether if he will enjoy some discounts. With 6,000 points, he can also enjoy some discounts at the end of the year. And that leads us to the mechanism. How can we adjust the premium? So we have 4 classes. Bronze, maybe these people are not very good at taking care of themselves or even getting worse. Silver, gold, and platinum. So Kun Tam achieved 6,000, which means platinum level based on our criteria. And he could enjoy 4% of discount. And the more he goes, the higher the discount is. In the end, he could enjoy up to 30 to 35%. So at the beginning, he paid plus 25%, but after a few years, he could enjoy up to 35% discounts, and especially once he gets back to normal, he can even enjoy even higher discounts.
And so, in terms of the product itself and the innovation we see in this product, we can see that it actually creates shared value for all the parties involved, be it the public, the consumer, or the customers. They can get access to health insurance despite the fact that they have the existing medical condition, and for those who already take a good care of themselves can also access. And in terms of the insurance company and the insurance sector, of course, we can help the people who are not in the insurance system to be able to access the system better, and in the long term, if we have the program to stimulate these people, to encourage them to take care of their health, their loss ratio would be less. And for the society and the government, of course, when we have the program to encourage them to take care of themselves, it will reduce the burden of the government to take care of these people with health conditions. And so this is the conclusion of the project and the feasibility of the project. We think that this project is likely to be implemented in real life, and this project will help reduce the protection gap that I have mentioned earlier, that it allows the people who have not had the access to the health system to be able to access the system. And actually in Chiang Mai, the advisor commented that we should focus on a target group, and within our group we discussed the first target group which we want to penetrate is the working class people, which is because these working age people, they have the purchasing power, they can buy health insurance, and these working age people, they are the people who have the NCD issues, not the age people, not the aging people who have this NCD problems, but the working age people are actually having this NCD issue. And these working age people, they use technology, and also it's easier for us to communicate. They use gadgets to take care of themselves, and this also will create a good image for the insurance business in the long term as well. And in terms of feasibility in the policy level, we think that this is in line with the new health standard of the OIC. The OIC wants the health insurance to reflect the actual and the real risk of the consumer, and that they want full protection for the consumer. And in terms of the business, this is the blue ocean, because these are the people who have not had access to the insurance, but we have to focus more on the target group. And in terms of technology, we use digital technology so that we can collect data and we can transfer the data from the consumers to the insurance companies. And so the proposal of this project, we believe that this project is the project that can be realized and implemented, but the recommendation is that we have to come up with the pilot project first, For example, we can have a regulatory sandbox project from the OIC first so that the interested insurance companies can join, and we may need the incentives from the government, for example, tax deductibles for those who are buying this sort of insurance, and we may need to develop platform which collects the central health data. So we would have to have a health data hub, which is it can be the collaboration between public and private sector. And so these are the recommendations from GP4, and so I wish you all good health. So please give a big hand to Dr. Busara and Kun Naparat, and so I wish GP4 to have great health as well. And so this is the excellent and outstanding award from the Advanced Insurance Program Class 13. Before we finish this event today, I have a little bit of announcement. So who lost your Apple Pencil Pro, please have a look at your Apple Pencil Pro if it's still there. If yes, please contact the registration table. And for those who found the people who dropped their car ticket, please leave the ticket that you found in the registration table. And now we are at the end of the International Insurance Symposium 2025 already. I'd like to thank everyone so much for being with us throughout the day, as well as those who are with us for the entire 2 days in this event. This is the good intention of OIC, who want to organize this event as a great milestone for this country and this region. Before we finish this event, please scan the QR code once again to evaluate the event today. We would like to hear your inputs on the organization of this event. We want to hear your reflection, your recommendations, so that we can do it better next year. So this is just reflections to the OIC. I believe that today we see collaboration, and let me re-emphasize on this important issue on insurance community. We have insurance community in this forum, in this symposium already, and we hope that we can work together with different stakeholders in the insurance industry in Thailand to make this happen. And so do not forget to stamp your car park ticket. And so congratulations once again to the Advanced Insurance Program students, Class 13, and also congratulations to the OIC team. And I would like to finish my job as an MC right now, right here, and thank you very much everyone. Good evening.